If you look at this graph carefully, you'll get to know how rapidly Ola has captured the market for electric vehicles and secured the top position in the list of top 8 electric vehicles in India. What will surprise you even more is that electric has beaten the auto giants like TVS, Hero and Bajaj, which have been dominating the auto industry for decades together. So the question is, how did Ola do this miracle? This tweet from Bhavish Agarwal, who is the founder of Ola, reveals that Ola doesn't just want to be a player in India, but also aims to become a global player in the EV sector. This is really quite surprising to hear from a new player like Ola. But the question is, how is Ola able to show such a level of confidence even after having zero experience in the auto industry? You won't believe this, but in just 1 year, Ola did something that Ather couldn't manage in 8 years of existence. Isn't that crazy enough? In fact, friends, on July 15, 2021, Ola started booking, or rather pre-booking for their scooters, and guess what? Within 24 hours, they got a whopping 100,000 bookings, breaking records globally. And even within a month, this number reached up to 500,000 bookings. So again, the question is, how did Ola become a market leader in EV scooters in such a short time? What even shocked me more was that Ola didn't even design their scooters themselves. So who did it? And even more surprisingly, Ola is working on a technology that will reduce the scooter charging time from 5 to 6 hours to just 5 minutes. So what is this miraculous technology? I have discussed all of this in great detail in the video, and I'm sure you will definitely enjoy this video. And yes, one more thing, after hearing the name of Ola scooter, some people might remember that viral video where Ola scooters had caught fire. Friends, right after Ola's launch, there were several incidents where Ola scooters caught fire while standing still, and there were many other issues that customers had to face. So in this video, we'll also discuss why all this happened. But for now, what's more important is how a completely new company like Ola managed to dominate the market without any prior experience. So friends, this video is all about Ola Electric becoming the market leader in EV scooters within just 2 years of their starting. Let's start with this video. Friends, you know the craze for electric vehicles in India is shooting up like crazy, and it's predicted that within a few years, India will generate a demand for 155 million electric two-wheelers and cars. According to Bloom Ventures, a big shot venture capital firm here in India, the sales of EV two-wheelers, which were like 1.8 million back in 2023, might reach 17.6 million by the year 2030. So Ola has already sensed the upcoming boom in the electric vehicle market. That's why Ola is trying to grab the early mover advantage in this space. Ola claims that in the coming years, not only in India, but globally, they can capture a 15% of the EV market. Now, apart from all this, one thing that is not only prevalent in India, but worldwide is the environmental consciousness. I mean, petrol vehicles are like big pollution machines, right? So naturally, people these days are leaning more towards electric vehicles. So these are some major reasons why Ola jumped into the EV game. But now the question is, how did Ola manage to dominate this industry at such great high speed? So there are 6 main points that I would like to discuss, which has led to Ola's big win. And by cracking these 6 points, Ola has grabbed the EV market. Let's understand them one by one, and I will strongly suggest you not to skip any part of this video, because every part of this video is going to be super interesting and it will help you to improve your knowledge on this sector. When customers decide to buy a scooter, they usually have 2 choices: a gasoline scooter which runs on petrol, or an electric scooter. Now typically, electric scooters are more expensive compared to gasoline scooters, and that's why in India, which is a price sensitive market, people mostly make their buying decision based on price. For example, in India, the scooter with the highest market share is Honda Activa with 41.47% market share, and second is TVS Jupiter with 17.4% market share. Then comes Suzuki Access and TVS Ntorq. But all of these are gasoline scooters and their prices are less than 1 lakh rupees. So if electric scooter wants to make the market share or wants to create the market share, they will have to do whatever it takes to make it come below 1 lakh rupees. But till date, neither Ola or any of its competitors could bring together their prices below 1 lakh rupees because lithium-ion batteries used in EV scooters are quite expensive. In fact, 35 to 40% of the total manufacturing cost of EVs goes into these batteries alone. Now, as these lithium-ion batteries are a crucial factor for Ola or any EV company, let's get a bit deeper into the battery scene and understand it better. According to the data from 2023, China alone holds a 76% global share of the lithium-ion batteries used in EVs because China has the highest access to raw materials like lithium and cobalt. Even in 2021, out of all the lithium batteries manufactured worldwide, 80% were produced by China alone. That's why the world's largest gigafactories, where rechargeable batteries used in EVs are manufactured, are also located in China, with the US coming in second place. Interestingly, in 2021, the market size of the lithium-ion batteries, which was $54.6 billion, could increase to $257 billion by 2030. That's why every country is engaged in a race to dominate the lithium-ion battery market. Now, regarding this race to dominate lithium-ion batteries, Ola's founder Bhavish Aggarwal had announced that they would be building the Ola Gigafactory in the Krishnagiri district of Tamil Nadu. Even the construction of this gigafactory has already begun. According to this report, the Ola Gigafactory will be operational from March 31st, 2024 with an initial capacity of 1.4 gigawatt hour. You'll be surprised to know how big this number is. So to understand this 1.4 gigawatt hour capacity, let's take an example of Ola's S1 variant. So Ola's S1 variant has a battery capacity of 3 kilowatt hour. If we convert 1 gigawatt hour to kilowatt hour, 1 gigawatt hour is equal to 10 lakh kilowatt hours. This means that a gigawatt factory with a capacity of 1 gigawatt hour is almost 3,33,000 batteries for Ola S1, which could be produced. So you can imagine how big this number is. In this regard, Ola has also stated that by October 2024, this production capacity will be increased to 5 gigawatt hour. But regarding this factory, Ola has made a very shocking announcement. You see, Ola says that in the coming years, they will increase the capacity of this Ola Gigafactory to 100 gigawatt hours. But here's a very interesting thing to note. This 100 gigawatt hour might sound a very small number to you, but let me tell you that as of today, the world's largest capacity gigafactory belongs to Panasonic with a capacity of 98 gigawatt hours. Following Panasonic, LG and BYD come in the second place with capacities of 70.4 gigawatt hour each. Surprisingly, all these three are foreign companies with significant access to raw materials on a very large scale. However, even these companies haven't reached a capacity of 100 gigawatt hours still or yet. Now, Ola Electric is a new company and Ola doesn't even have direct access to the raw materials. So it's unclear on what basis Ola is planning to build a gigawatt factory with a capacity of 100 gigawatt hours. Now only time will tell whether Ola will be able to achieve this target or not. But I believe that Ola does have the potential to dominate the global EV market. But how? Let's understand this with a good example. Look, this is the Piaggio 1 active electric scooter, which is currently the best-selling scooter in Italy. And this is the Yadia G5, which is the best-selling scooter in Nepal. Now, if we compare these scooters with Ola's most basic variant, the Ola S1, some interesting data comes out. Let's look at this chart. Piaggio has a range of 85 kilometers. Yadia has a range of 80 kilometers, while Ola's range is 180 kilometers, which is even more than both of these brands. Now let's move to the next speed. Piaggio and Yadia both have a max speed of 60 kilometers per hour, whereas Ola S1 has a max speed of 116 kilometers per hour. And when it comes to battery capacity, Ola S1 is also the winner compared to both these models. Now you might think that the price of the Ola S1 would be higher than both these scooters, but now let's look at this chart. In Italy, Piaggio is priced at 4,267 euros, whereas Ola S1 is priced at only 1,674 euros, which is less than half the price of the Piaggio. And in Nepal, the best-selling EV scooter, Yadia's G5, is priced the same as the Ola S1, but Ola provides more features compared to Yadia. This data shows that Ola has the potential to become a global leader. However, since the brand is still in its initial stage and Ola's name is not as popular outside India, so initially Ola will have to invest heavily in marketing to create its own image. And once people become aware of Ola as a brand, Ola can easily capture the global market. This is similar to how Japanese car companies started selling cars at cheaper prices in the US in the early 2000s, but are now dominating the US market. A similar case might happen with Ola in the near future. Even more interestingly, Yadia, a Chinese EV company, holds a 60% market share of electric scooters sold worldwide. In 2022 alone, Yadia sold 6 million electric scooters globally, which accounts for more than 60% of the market share. Now, this means that 1 million scooters equate to 10% of global market share. So a small calculation reveals that 100% of the global market is around 10 million EV scooters, or in other words, just 10 crore EV scooters. And surprisingly, Ola is setting up a future factory in Tamil Nadu where Ola plans to manufacture 10 million EVs annually. To understand how advanced this factory is, you can see it from this table screenshot. Spread across 500 acres, it's the world's largest two-wheeler factory. Some of its specialties include 3,000 AI robots, a 100-acre forest within the factory, robots for painting, even the robots for precise welding, and many other advanced features. These advancements could not only help Ola become the Indian market leader, but also the global market leader. But you see, as I mentioned earlier, for any EV company to capture the market, they'll have to bring their prices below 1 lakh rupees. So this brings me to the point number 2. I've read numerous articles and watched many videos about Ola's success story, and in all of them, Ola's vertical integration strategy has been mentioned very often. But what exactly is this vertical integration? Let's understand that. You see, almost all EV companies in India import their lithium-ion batteries from China. They often hire third-party firms for R&D, and many times their distribution networks are also managed by third-party companies. Now what happens here is that these companies become heavily dependent on third-party firms, which automatically increases their dependency on others. And of course, to recover these extra efforts and expenses, they have to increase the prices of their scooters. But to sort out this process, Ola has vertical integration strategy. So let's see how it works. So here's what Ola did. They brought their R&D, manufacturing, distribution network and sales operations under their own control. This means they don't have to rely on any third party for their R&D or manufacturing. To strengthen their R&D, Ola has hired data scientists, PhD scholars, researchers and professionals from various fields such as electrical, chemical, mechanical and automotive. According to data from November 2023, Ola has 902 highly skilled engineers, with 23.81% of them dedicated solely to R&D. For manufacturing, Ola has their future factory, which they built with an investment of 2,400 crores on a 500-acre land in Tamil Nadu. So because of this vertical integration strategy, almost all of Ola's operations are under their own control, except for raw material access. It's possible that in the near future, Ola may gain control over raw materials through agreements with other companies. But for now, Ola doesn't have direct control over raw materials. Even due to this vertical integration strategy, Ola can also control its supply chain, allowing them to provide more features at a lower price compared to their competitors. For example, if we compare Ola's S1 Pro with its competitor Ather 450X, you can see that both scooters' prices are almost the same, but Ola offers many more features compared to Ather. Even if you compare the features of Ola S1, Ather 450 Plus and TVS iQube side by side, you will notice that Ola provides better features compared to both companies, which can easily influence any customer's buying decision. And Ola's ability to offer highly competitive prices is greatly influenced by its vertical integration strategy. Ola's main competitors like TVS, Bajaj, Hero and Ather have a team of experienced professionals dedicated to R&D, because these companies have been operating in the market for many years. Now imagine if Ola were to start its R&D from scratch, it would take them years to catch up. So Ola made a very smart decision here. So what was that decision? So there's this EV company from the Netherlands called Itago, which was started in 2014. This company was so popular that European and Dutch media even called it the Tesla of e-scooters. However, by 2020, Itago was going to go bankrupt, and seeing this as a steal deal, Ola acquired Itago in May 2020. The best part of this acquisition was that Itago was already experienced in working with global automotive giants like Tesla, General Motors, Ferrari, Jaguar and BMW. So because of Itago's acquisition, Ola didn't need to start R&D department from scratch. Even more interestingly, a significant factor behind Ola's success is the design of their scooters, which was actually created by the same company Itago. This acquisition provided Ola the support in product designing and engineering. When anyone buys an electric scooter, they have a question in their mind like whether this scooter will meet my needs or not, or how many kilometers it will run on a single charge. The concept of electric scooters is relatively new, so people can't solely rely on referrals from friends as well. Now Ola smartly understood this and came up with a strategy that hit two birds with one stone. You see, when someone wants to buy any bike or scooter, they usually get a test ride from that particular brand where they go for a short ride of 1 or 2 kilometers and come back. But Ola played a very smart game here. Apart from test rides, Ola introduced a subscription plan where they started renting out their scooters to new customers. Now what happened was that these new customers got a chance to test Ola scooters for several weeks at a minimal subscription amount. This allowed them to clear any doubts they had about electric scooters such as mileage, comfort, suitability for long rides and so on and so forth, making their buying decision absolutely stronger. Moreover, even if a customer didn't end up purchasing Ola scooter, the subscription amount they paid still went into Ola's pocket, creating a new income source for the company. Furthermore, as more people rode Ola scooters, Ola's presence on the roads increased, indirectly boosting the marketing efforts of Ola. Bhavish Agarwal tweeted, "Would you prefer taking a few weeks subscription of Ola S1 without actually buying it?" And you can see that 77% of people responded with a yes to this tweet. After seeing Ola Strategies, I'm reminded of that nostalgic ad of Ghadi detergent. The government has also played a significant role in Ola's success. But how? Well, to control the increasing pollution caused by gasoline vehicles, the government wants people to start adapting to electrical vehicles instead. However, the government understands that electric vehicles are significantly more expensive than gasoline vehicles, making them unaffordable for many people. Therefore, the government introduced various schemes to provide subsidies to customers purchasing electric vehicles. And as a result, electric vehicles started becoming more affordable for customers. For example, in 2019, the government announced the FAME 2 scheme. Under this scheme, the government allocated a budget of 10,000 crore rupees, providing customers up to a 40% subsidy on the purchase of EV two-wheelers. However, in 2023, the government reduced this subsidy to less than 40%, down to 15%, and as a result, Ola's sales experienced significant fluctuations. Let's look at this graph. Until May 2023, Ola's sales were showing a constant growth trend. But in June, due to the reduction in the FAME 2 subsidy, monthly sales dropped abruptly from 28,000 units to 17,000 units. This indicates that as soon as the FAME 2 subsidy was reduced, the prices of EVs increased, leading to changes in the customer's buying decision. However, if you observe the graph more closely, you will notice that although Ola's sales crashed in June, by November, Ola's sales had surpassed 29,000 units despite the reduction in FAME 2. This shows that Ola has worked extensively on its brand image, allowing customers to compromise on price to some extent when purchasing Ola vehicles. You see, design, quality, features and price all play a very big role in making customers' buying decisions strong. And in this matter, Ola has cracked the game. For someone buying an EV scooter, in after-sales service, the two most important things are charging stations and service centers. Let's talk about charging stations first. Currently, it takes an average of 5 to 6 hours for Ola scooters to get fully charged. But Ola is planning to reduce this time to just 5 minutes. And this will become possible for Ola because of a company called StoreDot from Israel. This company has a technology called XFC, which stands for extremely fast charging. With the help of this technology, the battery can be charged from 0 to 100% in just 5 minutes. And that's why Ola has partnered with StoreDot to implement the XFC technology in scooters. This means that in the future, Ola scooters will be fully charged in just 5 minutes. As of today, Ola has 224 hypercharging points in India. These are points where you can charge your scooter quickly compared to normal charging points. Customers can also track these hypercharging points on their scooters. Apart from hypercharging points, Ola also has 764 standard charging points in India. If we talk about Ola showrooms, as of October 2023, Ola has more than 935 showrooms in over 300 cities. Additionally, they have 414 service centers. Even Ola claims that 90% of their customers live within a 20-kilometer radius of their showrooms. This means that customers don't have to travel far for their after-sales service. Let me discuss some challenges. The amount of love that Ola has got from people is after receiving the heavy amount of criticism from the same people. Initially, Ola had to face many problems. Bhavish Agarwal had announced that they would launch their first EV in October 2021. Due to Ola's promise, millions of people had already pre-booked their EVs. However, in October 2021, Ola did not launch their EV as promised. This caused the customers who were patiently waiting for the delivery to get upset with Ola, and they started expressing their anger on social media. This negatively affected Ola's image even before the launch. The scooter that Ola was supposed to launch in October 2021 was delayed and eventually launched in February of 2022. However, in the rush to meet deadlines, Ola had compromised on proper testing of their scooter, and this led to another problem for Ola. Just after a month of Ola's launch, in March 2022, some videos went viral on social media showing Ola scooters catching fire while being parked. Due to this incident, Ola had to recall 1,441 scooters in April 2022. On March 26, 2022, a similar incident occurred in Pune where an Ola bike caught fire while in parking. In response to these incidents, the Road Ministry itself instructed the CFEES to investigate Ola and other EV scooters. Moreover, there was a shocking video where a person intentionally set fire to an Ola scooter because he was dissatisfied with Ola's service. Due to this incident, Ola's brand image was initially negatively impacted. However, Ola took this as a feedback, made improvements to their scooters, conducted better testing, and relaunched them. As a result, they quickly captured a 30% share in the EV scooter segment. Despite generating revenue of 2,700 crore rupees in 2023, Ola faced a loss of 1,100 crore rupees. This raises the question of whether Ola will be profitable in the future or not. Apart from all this, Ola has released videos of their EV bikes, which are rumored to be launched in 2024, and they are also working on EV cars. This shows that Ola is really working so hard to become a global leader. So this is how Ola is dominating the EV industry with its unique strategies. What is your opinion on whether Ola will become a global leader in the future or not? Share your thoughts in the comments.